How Scary is the Fly 1958? Imagine a movie where science goes wrong and turns a man into a terrifying hybrid. That's what you get with The Fly from 1958. It's not a horror film that makes you jump with loud noises or sudden shocks. Instead, it's more about building a feeling of unease and sadness. The film uses suspense and atmosphere to make you feel nervous. The story follows a scientist who tries teleportation. But when he does, part of him merges with a fly. The horror comes from watching him slowly lose his human side and become something monstrous. The film's scariest moments aren't shown in graphic detail. Instead, they are hinted at or implied. For example, there's a scene where the scientist is crushed in a machine. You see the aftermath, but not the violence itself. This restraint makes the movie feel more unsettling than frightening. The most disturbing image is when the scientist's head and hand are fused with a fly's body. That visual sticks with viewers because it's so bizarre and disturbing. The emotional core of the story is also very powerful. His wife desperately tries to find the fly that contains his atoms. The final scenes are very emotional, especially when he asks her to end his life. Because it was made in 1958, the film's effects are simple by today's standards. There's no gore or blood like in modern horror. Instead, the horror is more about the idea of losing your humanity and the tragic consequences of scientific hubris. The film is more suggestive than explicit, which can make it less scary for viewers used to modern horror movies. Still, the mood and tone create a sense of dread that sticks with you. In the end, The Fly from 1958 is more about psychological and emotional fear than pure terror. It's a story about how science can go wrong and the price of playing with nature. The horror comes from the atmosphere, the suspense, and the transformation of the main character. It's not a movie that will make you jump out of your seat, but it will leave you feeling uneasy and thoughtful. That's what makes it a classic of its time and a good pick for anyone interested in the history of horror films.